What? Whoa! I love that. I love that. Like for some reason, I don't know if you exited, but when I entered, your screen turned black on OBS, and I was like, "Oh no, not again!" But you're fine. We're good.
Just took a sec. Needed a breather.
Yeah. I just needed to breathe. Hi, everyone. My name is Jake, and I am the Firefly for this amazing group. Welcome to BloomTide. This is episode 2, Friends and Family. But as we are doing things a little bit different, we're going to talk about our weeks and how things have been going and any announcements and any fun things that we've got going on. Who would like to start us off this week?
I can start.
Okay.
As usual, on Mondays before this game, I'm in another game called Legends of Oscara over on Table Story. That happens at 3 p.m. Eastern, and it's a ton of fun. We're starting from level 1 and climbing up, probably to like mid-level. Who knows how long we do this? We just finished a fight in a ballroom where none of us had weapons, so we were fighting with the utensils we found on a dining table. It was
like
rough.
A ballroom blitz?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Ballroom blitz, but imagine a ballroom blitz meets like, I haven't watched it, but the Red Wedding, was it called in Game of Thrones? Meets Beauty and the Beast, because all of the furniture came to life and was attacking us. So imagine that combined was what today's session was, and we everyone very barely got out of it alive. But it's been a ton of fun. If you want to see more of whatever the hell our GM, he's referred to as the GM of Doom, so like nothing bad's gonna happen, right? If you want to see the rest of that and see how that turns out, check it out on Mondays over on Table Story. Wednesday's also on Table Story at 3 p.m. and then a campaign called Department of Unsolved Mysteries, or DUM. There's Twilight Zone meets a town called Eureka, plus Warehouse 13, all of that jazz, probably a little bit of Gravity Falls mashed together. Last week, our GM summoned Bloody Mary, and we had to fight Bloody Mary in the office. It was horrifying.
Wait, the Catholic Counter-Reformation Queen?
Yeah, so apparently, in this world, if enough people believe a thing, it's true, and it changes the thing into that way. So enough people believe that Bloody Mary would just kill you, that when Bloody Mary was summoned, they tried to kill us, and we had to fight her. Yes. A lot of Catholicism, crucifixes. A lot of Catholicism, crucifixes, and making deals with entities you should not be making deals with were done that day. If you want to check that out again, check it out over on Table Story. I think that's everything that I can talk about right now.
Okay. I do love that every GM has like a shtick, and the fact that you have a DM of Doom, which makes my necromantic GM heart happy, because it's really hard to be a necromancer without some level of Doom beforehand, But
That's true, yeah.
So DM actually is the Doom. It's just a shortened word for Doom.
Oh, yeah. It's just they're like double letters. Let's just get rid of them,
Yeah.
All right. Well, Caitlin or Sam, who would like to go next?
I can take it.
Okay.
Because then we don't have to end on the sad stuff.
No, I got date questions. Remember.
Oh, that's good. That's true. Minneapolis, my beloved city. It's warming up here. It's really exciting. The sun came out. Well, we had a blizzard last week, and then it was like 70 degrees like 2 days ago. So the weather can't make up her mind. But it's been a lot nicer out. Things have actually genuinely been calming down, at least in my area, which is good. There is still a pretty high ice presence out in the suburbs around us, and then further south in some of the more rural areas, which is still quite scary. But we have, this is the same one as it's been the past couple of weeks. I think right now it's the most important one, which is keepmnhoused.com. Which is an initiative to help out the folks who had to either shelter in place or lost family members and income due to the ice occupation. and are struggling to pay rent. We're fighting mass evictions, and we want to keep people in their homes. So that's a really good way to directly support the people in Minneapolis at the moment. Also, Vermont is facing a lot of the same stuff that we had to deal with the past few months, and so Vermont also could use some love. I don't have any direct contacts there at the moment, but if I do, I'll let you know. I told the crew before we came went live. I'm struggling to change gears right now. I came literally straight from a neighborhood association meeting. I was on the neighborhood association meeting call while we were in pre-show. So I'm like,
didn't come straight from anywhere.
I didn't come straight from anywhere. I came with the swagger of a dyke from the Harrison Neighborhood Association meeting in Minneapolis, and so I'm buffering still. But I had a quite nice week. I got to meet a lot of people, and things feel like they're looking up, and that might just be the sunshine talking and my new medication. But I have had a nice weekend.
Also, very important things.
Yeah.
Properly medicated and sunshine. I hear that it's necessary to take care of yourself. It's weird.
Yeah, it's good. Good shit. Turns out, fuck, gotta take care of yourself.
I don't buy it, but you know, whatever.
They keep telling me that like getting a good night's sleep is important, but you know, 6 just feels so right, you know? So
I would be more than happy to
6?
send you a truly overwhelming number of medical articles about the various functions of sleep.
Yeah. I sleep a lot.
I can do that
I
as
sleep
basic
so good.
science, translational, clinical. We can do all of it. You just say the word. I'm good for all sorts of wait. Not sleeping does what to me? Articles are right into your inbox, buddy.
Yeah, you gotta sleep. I need at least 9 hours of sleep a night or I don't function. So don't even worry about me. It's great. Everybody should be sleeping enough hours.
I can't even tell you the last time I slept longer than 7 hours of like not trying to be like that guy, but like
no,
literally,
I would die.
You have a small child though, so
yeah,
like,
that's
true.
That's kind of the problem.
I can't think
I'm
of when I
also at
slept
fault.
8 hours straight. Like I do sleep a total of 8, but it's broken up.
It's 8 hours gay.
Yeah, it's 8 hours.
That's
Gay.
8 hours gay. Yeah. Like I sleep like 3 or 4 hours at a time at most.
I know there's been a long-running theory about humans running a biphasic sleep cycle, and what you're reporting would be broadly consistent with that. My understanding is that it's a little hard to falsify as a hypothesis.
Yeah.
But I presume one could kind of look into natural circadian fluctuations, and yeah, I think it's maybe just rumor. Oscar Wilde once said he had nothing to declare but his genius. I don't quite have that either. So my capacity to announce things is even lower.
Okay.
Well, Sam, do you have any announcement? Or
Nope, that was what I was saying. I got nothing. I got nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. No, I'm unimportant.
I played
I'm just
GeoGuessr
here to
Sunday
come
nights after Sam.
Yeah.
I played GeoGuessr on stream Sunday nights after Sam, and actually I don't know if I announced it here, but I did change my Twitch name. Like a couple of weeks ago. I don't think I
It was
ever.
a while ago at this point.
That was a long time ago now at this point. That shit happened and I got distracted. I haven't announced my own shit forever. My new Twitch name is Keebs. There's 4 E's, twice as many E's as you think there's going to be. Because Keebs with 2 E's was taken, and I actually spent like 3 weeks agonizing over whether or not I wanted to keep.
Because that would have been too easy.
Would have been too easy. You're so right. So, anyways, Keebs, Keeeeebs on Twitch. So if you see that name in chat, that is me. And I play GeoGuessr on Sunday nights.
Sunday.
Exactly. 9 p.m. Pacific. Nope, not Pacific time. 9 p.m. my time, Central time.
7 Pacific.
Time is bullshit.
So fake.
Lunchtime doubly so.
I have a small announcement, which is tomorrow on this channel at this exact same time, we have a brand new show where I get to play a attempting to be charismatic character who gets picked on the entire time, but can also see the future, person. And I get to play Krug, founder of the channel. I get to play his brother in this. We are found brothers, and it is the first 5 episodes of a 10-episode series. It starts tomorrow, and they are short episodes. They are like hour and a half max. So they are short, bite-sized episodes. We filmed these like 2 years ago, and so like the reason why it's so like I spent so much time on this is because every single scene I edited music in, I edited sound effects, I did behind the characters is a green screen, and I input like the environment that they were in. I put some sort of visual representation of what's going on. So I put a lot of effort into it. The first 5 episodes are done. Hopefully you guys like it. If you guys do like it, we'll do more. There's 5 other episodes already in the can. A great cast is in there. But please come watch that tomorrow night. It will be on YouTube afterwards. It will be on both Twitch and YouTube. So just like every other thing that we do. Yeah, I hope you guys take a look at it. Like I said, I'm like immensely proud of this thing. It was so much fun to put together. It was like so much fun to get to be a player. Like at that time, I hadn't been a player for a really long time, and then I got a really great opportunity to be on Noirville, and then to be on Pando, and like to help out a little bit more at the Streampunks. So like that aspect was like it felt really good. And
Chat
so
wants to know who cast. Tell.
Oh yeah, sure. Un momento, por favor. Let me pull. Uno, just one. All I need is one moment, no more, no less.
I figured.
It was a great game. We should play it.
What game? Uno? Yes. That's what we'll play. We'll play Uno right here on the episode. Sure. Okay, so I'll even give you character names. So it is Krug playing Grook, a android character. Yep. It is me playing Frey, who is a in Starfinder. There's a species of basically they're not zombies, but they're not alive because it's me. So I play that character. And then the GM is PJ McGaw. And then we have Kai Miller as Nyx, who I believe they're a human, but they have like animalistic abilities, and it was really fun being a weird, awkward person with someone who is playing like just pure confidence, and like the dynamic between those two was a lot of fun. And then Randy is playing Zell, who is this like tech person who has like a little thopter copter that like flies around, and like randomly I'll be like, oh, we can send your copter in to like get some vision on stuff, and everyone is appalled. Like everyone in the group is appalled because they're like, you would put him in danger? No. And I'm like, but you could rebuild him if he. They're like, no, you go. And I'm like, what? But what? But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I had such a blast being a part of it and doing it. So, like I said, please go check that out. That's my announcements. Let's get into like the fun part. So what I'm going to do, I didn't tell this to you guys last time. I'm talking to the audience, not the players, is I am going to ask the question to the players, but I also want to hear from you. So like, let us know in Twitch, let us know in YouTube. But what I will say is if you put it in YouTube comments, after the episode goes live, I will be picking a response to that I will be highlighting on the next episode. So last week's question was, if you were an art instrument of some sort, what would you be? Now, I didn't give the caveat in the comments, like a pen or a pencil or something like that. So they took it and they love it. So this is from a human named Kai. They said, a brass trombone, an eager support class, can take a solo if needed, but prefers not to be in the spotlight. More agile than the the bass rhythm section with a laid back, smooth engagement you don't get from the primary value instruments. Like that was such a good answer.
Yeah.
Like and that is the first 3 sentences of a paragraph.
I mean, excellent description of trombone and its role in the orchestral ensemble.
Yeah. So like that was a great answer.
My answer. My answer was a horny coloring book.
Well, this week's question, and I want to know everyone in chat, let us know what your answer is. But for you and your character, what is your go-to karaoke song?
I really know this. I know this. I have 2 songs, and it depends if I'm good friends with anyone at the karaoke place. I'm always going to be doing duets. I love doing duets. I'll drag my friend into it. And there's A Whole New World from Aladdin. Or I'm Gonna Be, or also known as 500 Miles by the Proclaimers. Those are my 2 go-to.
Very good.
A Whole New World is just fun to be goofy with a friend and like play in a duet. I'm Gonna Be just fun because it can get everyone shouting it along. Because you don't need to be good at singing. You just need to yell really loud along with the song. Exactly. Yeah.
Do you know what Nokia's would be?
Nokia's. Oh. And we're assuming like all the songs that exist now exist in this.
Yeah. This is more of a character representation and not necessarily real. Whether Nokia was actually ever been to a karaoke bar, or even if karaoke bars exist in this world, those are different questions. What I'm more asking is like, what song do you think that they would like after a pint of motor oil get up on the stage?
It was really out when it had real good unleaded motor oil. I think the way I was like, yeah, I know my answer, but I haven't even thought about Nokia's. I think. Okay, wait, come back to me because I need to think about this.
I also know my answer, but I'm thinking on Lalia's.
Okay, so I'll give you, to give everyone a little bit more time, I'll give you both my jamming style. So for me, if I were to go up, I would be singing Tenacious D, This Is a Tribute. It's the only song that I have completely memorized because I can't read and speak out loud at the same time. So karaoke is difficult. So it's the only song that I have completely memorized, including the like I have all of it up here. And then as my jamming style, if I were to give it a song, it would be Let the Bodies Hit the Floor by
We're on a theme today. I love it.
So I feel that one's for obvious reasons, you know.
Well, what reasons?
Because I love necromancy. Literally, the first villain in the game has been basically this world's equivalent of a zombie, like that Caitlin is currently standing in front of.
What? No, I'm fine. Everything's chill. What?
All right. Anyone got any ideas?
Yes, I think I have both of them actually now.
Okay.
Me, Caitlin, my current go-to karaoke song would be Red Wine Supernova by Chappell Rowan. Because it is about lesbian sex and it is in my vocal range pretty much exactly. So very fun song to sing. I love it a lot. Actually, I haven't listened to that in a while. I'll probably listen to that after stream. Great song. And I think Lalia, I think this is more a representation of the type of song she would sing because I feel like there might be a better option out there somewhere, but something like upbeat girl pop is like totally like would be her thing. So I would go with Call Me Maybe. Carly Rae Jepsen would be Lalia's karaoke song. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. Sam?
Yeah, I don't really do karaoke.
No, but you have amazing pipes, so keep going.
I haven't done karaoke in like 8 years, maybe. This would just be if I were to sing a song.
Yeah, that's roughly, I mean, roughly how recently I think I've done it.
Yeah.
But I had a couple occasions back at the studio, and I think that was when I discovered that if you sing Coldplay's Viva La Vida up the octave, it actually works perfectly as a soprano aria.
Awesome.
It's perfect
Damn.
in just a very high
Holy.
classical range. It's quite comfortable. It is
hear that
not
now.
the intent of the piece, but it works very beautifully. And I find that very satisfying because that's the range I like to hang out in. And most songs don't do that. Most songs are written so that, you can understand what they're saying, which frankly, once you get into the ledger lines, you don't. For Arc, it's going to be Stormy Weather.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I'm spoiled for choice, but I can also very much imagine them with the high breathy jazz delivery. So
I like it.
I think it thematically, and yeah.
I like it. Drac, have you figured out one for your character?
Yeah. And I yeah, sort of. I have one that I think could be funny. I still can't think of one that he would legitimately sing. But I think it'd be really funny if it was like some kind of like high pace rap. Like he's such a slow speaker, but then when he gets on the mic, he's spitting bars so damn fast. And the one that specifically comes to mind, because I think even with the rap he picked, it'd always be like uplifting ones. One rapper that I am a big fan of that I got into like a couple of years ago is Akintoye. I'm pretty sure he started on TikTok, but then I started hearing his music. I was like, I need to listen to all of his stuff. There's one song called Pizzazz by Akintoye, and I think that'd be his. That'd be Nokio's song. And he'll just he'll like, yes, I would like to sing, please. And he'll go up, he'll expect the slowest song, he just starts rapping. It's absolutely decent mic.
I do need to shout out John's message in chat because it did make me snort a little bit. It said from Lalia song being Call Me Maybe. So that's right. Caitlin's character was at a door to a house with a strange person. Like just like, hey, I just met you. This is crazy.
At rewatching last episode when it was like this person like sees your boat, you call out, and then they ran away, and y'all were like, yeah, fuck that person.
Yeah. Oh, I love this for the party.
Look, there was not even a single moment where I was like, no, this is right. So I do have a correction from last episode. I made a mistake. So when describing the bars of copper and iron, I said it was a music note mixed with a leaf. More specifically, it was a clef mixed with a music note.
Which clef?
Or with clef mixed with a leaf. So that I was like,
y'all were in trouble.
Oh no, you just walked into a serial killer's den.
Oh fuck, can I draw? Turns out I can't draw a treble clef from memory. Yes, I can. Well, it might take a couple tries. Hold on.
Think of like a crazy cool ampersand. Like that's the way
Well, I know what it looks like theoretically. I can't figure out how to draw it though. Nope, I got it. I got it in 2.
Yeah.
Awesome. Got it in 2.
We had to write a lot of those in music school.
It's been a while since I've had to annotate.
Yeah, I was like afterwards. I was like, what music note was I thinking of? And then like I looked it up and I was like, it's that one. What is that one? And then I had to keep like Googling like,
what is this thing?
Who's this freak? What it looks like. And then
well, it could be worse. It could be alto clef. It could be dealing with some viola situation.
Look, I love music. Am I gonna write it? No, never. Because That sounds miserable to me.
Speaking of music, my new goal is we have a bow, like a viola bow. I'm gonna try to play my electric bass with a viola bow, like a bass guitar with a
That's
viola
kind
bow.
of
We're gonna
cool.
that's gonna be our test. We meet on Tuesday, so tomorrow I'm very excited. I'm gonna get to try that out.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
Well, I think
Should work as an extended technique.
unless anyone has anything else, with that, I think we can play the intro.
An intro.
See you soon. Hold on. Okay, I brought us back because I put the wrong thing over, and I demand we see the correct thing. So we're gonna hang out here for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. It's your first time streaming.
Yeah, I've never
Yeah.
streamed before.
Yeah.
I literally took the base like footage and played that instead of the actual intro. So you guys got a sneak peek at seeing what the background to the intro is. All right. Studio mode, intro, right click. I swear I've streamed before, everyone.
What? I haven't.
I swear on stream too.
Right.
I think streaming is cursed. I had like maybe the second most cursed stream I've ever had yesterday.
What happened?
No.
Just like nothing was working, and like I've never had any issues with like my caption. Well, I haven't had issues with captions in a long time. I didn't change anything, and then the captions weren't working, and then we had to like reset a bunch of stuff, and then the audio was acting weird, and then we like lost so many games. That wasn't about the stream being cursed. We were just tilted, and then we were fine. But it was
I was annoyed with that one.
that one just like also happened at the same time, but it didn't really have anything to do with the technology.
I think I actually know what song, or at least I know what songs Nokia would actually really enjoy singing, not just like for the
Yeah.
giggles. I think Sweet Caroline, because that's like crowd engagement.
Yeah.
And I think Nokia really enjoys getting everyone involved. But if it was a song that only he would be singing, I think anything by Florence and the Machine. Any of those Florence
Oh,
and the Machine songs.
cool. The new Florence and the
really-
Machine album.
I need to listen to it. I've been obsessed with Florence and the Machine. I've been listening to all the stuff I missed because I've only recently gotten into them.
Is there one
this
you
is
prefer?
exciting.
I enjoyed
What?
Birdsong.
Song's good.
All right.
meant
Okay.
Florence with it.
I'm ready. I'm ready if you guys are.
Let's find
I like
out.
Florence. Nokia would like the Machine, I think.
Hey, there you go.
Take 2 on the intro, and hello and welcome back, everyone. The click and clank of metal hitting large bones within the rib field echo as a young woman picks up the debris of the bones and puts them in a barrel. Fully covered, her hair is covered, her eyes are covered, she's got a mask, and she is pushing this cart over. She pushes it up, a bell rings, and she heads home. Cleaning herself off, she gets home, and she starts to hear something. Alone in her apartment, she hears a voice, distant and quiet, a simple whisper, unintelligible of what words are being spoken or even what language is being spoken, but just dissonant. It's fine. She must just be stressed out from work, she says to herself. She heads home, or she heads back into work the next day. And again, the same practice. Picking the rocks up, putting them into the barrel, pushing them. And she finds herself dazed, staring at the bones themselves, cracked, slivers with holes and mesmerizing shapes inside of the bones themselves. Shaken awake by her coworker. Come on, the quicker we get this done, the quicker we can go home. Yeah, sorry. She gets home. And when she sits down at her table to eat her dinner, she unclenches her hands from a long day of work. And when she does, it's when she sees it. A large triangular shape piece of bone in her hand. Immediately throwing it to the ground, realizing that she was touching Leviathan bone without any sort of PPE. What the? And she grabs something and covers it and stuffs it away. But she's not going to take it back. She looks at it, reaches over and opens up the bag that it's sitting in, staring at it. Closing it, she goes to bed. The next day, loading the barrels, she walks a little bit heavier, a little bit slower, looking more and more at the rib cages that they are slowly cracking away, moving at, gathering for some reason. Someone's collecting these. When she gets home that night, she realizes that it wasn't just that she was moving slow because of her mind being distracted, but because she had at some point filled her pockets with the Leviathan bones. She hears the voice even louder this time. She thinks she can hear words. Quick thumping of a heartbeat. Has it been days, weeks? She's covered in soot. She's been collecting these bones and leaving them around her home. She's covered in gray. I'm here. She whispers. She hears the thump of the heartbeat louder. She has to follow it. She has to. She exits her apartment, heads downstairs past the old ladies, through the caravans of shops, and she stands there as a boat with a giant tree in the center moves closer to it. It's coming from underneath it. There's something there. The heartbeat is deafening. It is getting so loud. When she hears, "Hey, what are you looking at?" The sound of the whispers, the heartbeat disappears as she realizes what she's doing, covered in bone dust in the middle of the town. She turns and she sprints back. we move ourselves to Nokio and Ark as they are about to leave the homestead of the very proud father, Karthus, when they hear a hey, psst.
To face the direction the voice is coming from.
And you see that it's Karthus's son. Can you come here? He waves you over.
You can stay out here if you want to see the sky, Ark.
Okay, I'll be right over there. Beeline.
And I'll move towards Karthus' son. Yes.
Hey, I know we just met, and so this is probably super weird, but can you do me like a huge favor?
That greatly depends on what the favor is.
He reaches into his shirt and he pulls out what looks to be an envelope. I've been so busy and focused on making all of this happen that someone that's really important to me didn't get an invite, and I want to make sure that they get it.
I'm happy to help deliver this.
Thank you.
I do not know this island very well.
I no problem. And he hands it to you, and he says, "Their name is Barrick, and you'll probably know or at least hear about them if you mention their name. But they're in the town over. They're over with the other family. Yeah. And I promise if you get this to Barrick and convince them to come, look, my dad seems like a nice, sweet guy, but when it comes to bartering and trading, he will put you in thumb screws. So I promise if you can get this to Barrick, I will, I can put a good word in. I can make sure that I am there for that and push for your side.
That sounds fair to me. I will get this delivered.
Thank you so much. All right, I gotta go. I appreciate it. Thank you. And he turns and walks away.
I look down at this letter, and I don't think they have pockets or a bag on them, so they kind of just slip it between some floating debris that makes up their body, and it will start and make their way.
Do things that magnetize
towards,
together that kind of just like hold it, like ding.
hold it in place. And they'll make their way over to Ark.
Sky.
I see you're basking in the openness of the sky.
Why do people do that on purpose?
Well, not many people enjoy the other weather that can come without shelter.
Like what? Sunlight?
Oh, well, some may not like sunlight. I knew a few people who were very sensitive to it, but rain, snow, even just strong winds can be rather bothersome to some people.
But they're from the world. And they don't like it?
Yes. Well, being from the world doesn't necessarily mean that the world is kind. I, for example, as much as I do enjoy the outdoors, try to avoid rain. It's not good for my metal parts.
It's not good for you.
No. If I'm exposed to it for too long, I rust and become brittle and break away.
What do the clouds look like right now?
You have altocumulus clouds currently across the sky.
You had that on deck. Damn.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Look, I will tell you, my GMing style consists of you tell me what you're into, and I'm gonna super get into it. So, yes, I had it prepped. At the same time, I'm gonna need both Lolia and Gretches to take a mire. I believe both of you are in a very stressful situation right now. As the door unlatches and the soot-covered woman stands there, and her eyes look at you, and her arm moving in weird positions. Her shoulder almost looks like it's about to bulge out of its socket. And while her mouth clenched and closed, you can hear her tongue and you can see her lips move as she says, "Leave! Get out!"
Lollia's antennas, she's got like feathery antennas that kind of like poof up instantly, like think like Ghibli hair when they're stressed, but it's like poof, like her and a little bit of her fur. Ooh! I believe Gretches was on the. Did Gretches come back to the door, or were you on the other side by the window? On the other side.
Gretches was at the other window, had broke the window to like get a good view in, saw that it happened, and I believe that's where we had left off. Yes. Is right when the door opened. Yes. Gretches, what would you like to do in this situation?
I look at Lolia, and I'm gonna run. She said run. I'm gonna run.
I remembered because I took a note. I had asked, do I know if Wokebone is contagious, or if you have to be like if it's a direct contact with the material, or if it's contagious person to person?
Correct. Wokebone, from your experience, happens primarily from the over exposure to the Leviathan bone. Mm-hmm. The crux of the question is a little bit difficult to answer, and what I will say is that a newly turned person, while sometimes violent, usually do not cause like other people to become it. But if someone has had Wokebone for long periods of time, a simple bite or connection will infect the person. I will say, if you want any more information past that, I will say you will need to make a roll.
Okay, I actually would like to do that because I am face to face with Wokebone, so I would enjoy knowing.
Okay. Do you what would you like to roll?
Okay. So I have my edges are grace, veils, and tides, and my skills are not helpful, probably. Oh, why is okay? Sorry,
so,
my she's freaking out.
You said it is grace. What was it?
Sorry, my sheet is freaking out. I gotta get.
Oh, it's okay.
Really
I
heard grace,
veil,
and tides.
Okay,
yeah.
So,
oh, that's right. If you hover over it, it tells you. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Elegance, precision, agile. Tides is exploration, learning, and lore. So I would say that tides is a very good option for your edge, while veil is shadowy and a secrecy. So I think tides is a great one for this. Skill wise, I would actually lean towards like a language more than a skill.
Okay. Well, that's everybody's got that one. I don't know. I've got signaling, which is for like ship speak, and then brass tongue, which is for trade, mostly.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that that's got too much.
Yeah.
But if you would like, you can always use an ox point.
This is true. I would like to do so.
All right. Sam, do you want to roll the die? for the ox person. And
What
Caitlin,
die, is it still 1d10?
yes, I think so. I'm looking at the same list as last time, so
5.
5. All right, let me pull that list up wherever that list may be. Where is that list?
In the Discord, I believe is it in the Wildsea one?
That's what I thought. I just see our hurdy-gurdy conversation, our trees. Oh, there it is. Okay, you said, what'd you roll, Sam?
5.
5.
That's gonna be from Crafty Geek. So Crafty Geek is allowing you to not just get an opportunal die, but you're actually going to. It's because they're allowing you to tap into your past experiences. So roll it.
Okay, so this is 1 for my edge and then 1 for my oxcur, right? Okay. 6.
Examining individuals through that have gotten woke bone, they have discovered that someone that has had woke bone for long periods of time have the same consistency of bone as Leviathan, and so they believe, with the lack of knowledge that they have, because there isn't like a unified form of study or anything like that for this, but they believe that the bone itself becomes, or is at least calcified in the same way as Leviathan bone, and that's why a bite will cause you to it's infecting you with woke bone by becoming woke bone.
Got it.
You love it, Sam.
Why?
Yep.
Okay.
So when I say I run away, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna. I don't want to say I'm like gone, but yeah, I guess I'm retreating, and maybe to like a further spot on this porch that we're on, putting some distance, because I don't want to leave Lalia behind. But that lady said to run, so
follow up question. With Wokebone, do the bones, okay, this is crazy. Do the bones who have gained their own sentience use the senses of the body they are inhabiting to perceive the world, or do they have their own senses? So like if this person couldn't see, could the Wokebones still manage to figure out where they are?
Yes.
Okay. Then I run. I leap over the edge of the balcony and use my wings to glide down. I go,
okay, then I'm gonna keep running down.
I saw Gretches go and I said, no, thank you. And I fucking just booked it over the rail.
No bravery here. Listen, we're out. We are out.
I would like to land on the table where the tea party is, but without knocking over anybody's tea. Like a little thunk, little bonk. Sorry. And I take a biscuit and I run.
Yeah, you do that, and when that happens, like the old ladies kind of like scream a little bit, and then they like the woman walks out and of her apartment, and they like look up and they immediately know what's going on, and they scream and start running as well. At this moment, because this is a very small area, this is when Ark and Nokia also hears. You guys are outside and you hear
Oh. Do we definitely hear Lolia and Gretches as well?
Lolia's volume is at 100%. 100% of the time. She does not have a volume knob that it is 100 or 0, so you absolutely hear like in the distance, like echoing. So yes, we probably would be able to recognize Lolia.
That sounds familiar.
I think they need our help.
Why? Because of the screaming?
Yes, it's usually a bad sign. I'm gonna start running. You just hear the thumping of metal
Thump.
and stone.
Oh, we're doing that.
And you see like a small like crowd of people running towards the two of you, and in the front is going to be Lilia and Gretches. So you see them immediately, like the four of you instantly connect. Yeah.
Walk bone, and is like trying to like push you the opposite. Like it's like Lalia's
yeah.
quite small, and so you are. I think Nokia is like you're like quite tall.
6 foot plus, 7 feet. Yeah, 7 feet tall.
So
yeah.
as you're incoming, Lalia is like hop skip. She's got little like twiggy little like limbs. If anybody's looked at the like Mothrin art in the books, just these twiggy little limbs and tiny little hands and feet. And you come up and she's like, no, other way, and is like put hands. It's like as you're still moving forward, like her feet are like dragging in the dust. She's like, no, other way, go, and is trying to like push you the other direction.
As I slow down, I don't think my deceleration is very good. I think I have to like slow down to a stop. As I hear Workbone, I guess my question is, as I will turn around and then begin to pick up speed the other direction, is Workbone curable? Is it once you have it, you have it? Like from what I've heard.
Science is a mysterious thing. Some people think it's possible, but there hasn't been nearly enough research. And getting supplies to treat something in this harsh world is not a common thing. So, unknown.
Okay.
Unknown, risk of bone. Got it.
Unknown, risk of bone, woke bone.
Yeah, I would turn like, oh, okay. And I'll turn around and slowly begin to pick up speed.
The physicality. Away.
The wiggly, scary said run, so we run. We are running. I'm guessing she's the expert on whatever that is. So, run.
There are her bones.
Her bones, her rules.
Anyone that like takes a peek back, you see that she kind of like moves really like awkwardly and strangely, and then like moves back into her place and slams the door. But like everyone knows what's going on. Like the rib fields are it is local. This is an occurrence that happens. You know,
Cloudy
like
with a chance of bone.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no.
Who's around us besides us? Are those ladies with the tea gone?
Oh yeah, they ran.
Mark.
Okay. Then I asked to our group, does anyone know, is this like does it pass? Is it like a spell of wigglies?
It seems like new wigglies, so probably not, but it's mostly the being around the
You called it woke bone?
oak bone. Mm-hmm.
So it's a thing.
Yeah.
We
Sometimes
know
your bones
about.
wake up. Yeah, your bones wake up because the Leviathan bones stage whispers quite loudly, mess up your bones, and make them wake up, and then they want to be in control. And so yeah, eventually they can maybe bite you, but it seems like that's like new woke bone. So because she was like fine.
So that's the person who I chased here because because she saw what is under our ship.
I see.
Oh.
Which now I'm realizing connection there?
Yes.
Oh, are her bones trying to talk to our boat? Can they do that?
I don't think anyone knows what they can do. So it may be within the possibility.
Oh wait. Well, we can ask her.
The person you just ran away from?
Yeah. She stopped chasing us, and so I got less scared.
Right. She went back into her apartment.
I think it would be worth speaking to her.
I don't know if she'll be able to talk,
Especially-
but we can try.
That is.
We can always run again if we need to.
We can always run again. We can always run again. Turns
That
out we were
worked
fast
well.
enough, so it did work well. So I feel less stressed about this entire situation. Our stream now. Oh, okay, it's back.
We're the GM. We're the Fireflies.
I'm just trying to fix the flickering issue at the same time. Sorry, keep going. I'm listening.
Oh, good. You could all stay behind me as we question her. And if things go wrong, I can block the doorway and give you enough time.
Didn't seem like she could run very fast, if I'm being honest. I just got really spooked for a second because I didn't think that all the way through, that she was new woke bone, and like the only thing she could do is probably like physically harm us, but like also if you just run really fast, I don't think she can get us. So we got options, maybe.
Yes, either that or we can speak with another member of town. I'm sure Wokebone is an unfortunate but frequent part of their life. They must know how to deal with it.
The bone fields. Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
Wait, which one? I gave 2 ideas.
Oh, well, the first one.
Talk to her.
First one.
I gave an idea and then I stopped listening to the other ideas because I was already agreeing with the first one.
That's fair. How does that sound, Ark? That would be inside again. Would you like to wait
would.
outside? Just nod my head.
If one person in this town got this from the fields, probably more than one might.
Mm-hmm.
I will keep a lookout.
Smart.
Okay.
So the 4 of you head back, Ark being the tail end of it to just keep an eye out on
Just
things.
post up outside the building. So hopefully I have line of sight on if someone were to head in the direction of our
Sure.
ship.
Sure. The area is pretty cleared out at this. This is a common occurrence, and you can tell that people have, similar to people here in California, we have earthquake plans and locations to go stand at.
They have bone drills.
They have bone drills, exactly.
They actually have a bone zone they go to hide.
The bone zone. Bone.
So who's physically going up to the door?
I am as well. Yeah.
When you get to the door, before you knock, before you interact, you can hear loud sobbing.
Poor thing. Whatever this is, it doesn't seem pleasant.
No, it sucks a lot. I knock on the door.
You hear like a please just do it quickly.
what? I was gonna say it's me again.
The door's unlocked.
Okay, well, I don't want to open your door. Am I?
Nokia opens the door.
Okay.
You see her head in her arms and her head like on the table, not even moving. You just see like her chest move as she like sobs into her arms.
I'll duck under the doorway and lumber in. Hello. You've met my 2 friends here, but I haven't had the pleasure yet. My name is Nokio.
Hi. She like musters up and she's just like, so you're not with the team to deal with this?
No. Though I'm assuming the team you speak of is the protocol your town follows when someone with your affliction appears?
Yeah, the hit squad.
Hmm.
She like moves her head up a little bit and looks over at the three of you, like Nokia, who's inside, and the other two at the, and she goes, I don't come in. It's all over the place. And like, if you look around, you can see like shards of gray, what look like gray stone, but you can very quickly piece together that it is Leviathan bone. But the thing that you notice is that it's not just scattered randomly. They're like in lines and like shapes, like circular shapes and wave symbols. Like if you could like go above like a drone and look straight down, it might like look like something, but you're too close. You can't exactly tell, but you can tell that it's like placed individual pieces.
Hmm.
Okay.
We saw you by our boat. Were you curious?
Something called to me. Something told me it was here.
Oh.
Hmm.
And
I think I'll look over at Lolia and Gretches. We had similar interactions with our boat. What did it say?
it said it was here, but it had a heartbeat.
Mhm.
From the doorway, did it sound like it could help you? Maybe? Did it feel helpful?
I felt like it was me.
Mm.
Hmm.
Leans to Gretches. It's the woke bone.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
She how stealth, like, was that actually like super stealth? Was it stage whisper like
There is no volume control on this moth.
she looks over and she goes, yeah, I thought I was being safe, apparently not safe enough.
What do you mean you thought you were being safe?
I work in the rib fields and I wore my protections, and still it got to me.
Hmm.
You can see her leg like uncontrollably like just kick out from underneath her, like one leg just goes straight, and she like, you see her eyes squint and you see her leg slowly move back.
Do your bones want to talk to our boat, do you think? Does that feel like that?
No,
Oh, okay.
I think that I want to talk to your boat, but I think my bones want more like it.
Want more bones?
It's like a never-ending want. A void that can't be filled, a hole that, you know, how much you fill it up, it just somehow is deeper.
Or bones?
Yeah.
Oh. Lolia turns around the banister and goes, Ark! Like leans over.
Yes?
Can Wokebone meet the ship?
Is it okay?
Unclear. I think maybe the ship wanted to talk to Wokebone. I don't know about that. And so it sounds kind of like cool. And so maybe we could see if it is anything.
Okay. No funny business.
Okay, I'll mention the funny bones, and we'll turn around and go. Arkside, you can meet the boat.
She seems a little confused, but she goes, they're not going to let you take me from this. If they see me, I'm kill on sight. I have this. They need to take care of it before it gets worse.
Maybe there is no taking care. It just does this forever. And so I figured before it does it forever, you could see if the boat could help.
We'll hide you. We'll sneak you over there.
Okay. I mean, it's going to happen one way or another. Might as well get one last hurrah, right?
See if the boat can help. Maybe you said you want to talk to the boat, or the boat want to talk to you. You should just give it a shot.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And she stands up and her first couple steps, her knees don't move at all, and she kind of like teeters back and forth before like the muscles finally just like outpower the bones themselves, and she moves with you.
Do you want help?
Would you like help?
I could not guarantee that I wouldn't do anything if you carried me.
That is fine. Thank you for the warning.
They're very strong. It'll be okay.
Okay. And they accept your help.
I'll pick them up as gently as possible. I'll move like the metal and debris around so it's not poking and prodding as much as I pick her up.
All right. So who's going to roll this veil check?
Who has veils?
I do.
Yeah. I
No
don't.
bills, only lines.
I'm gonna say this is veil and that's a good question. Outwit, maybe? You're trying to
That would make sense.
Yeah. Veil, outwit.
I have
got veil.
neither to contribute.
I don't have outwit.
Zark have outwit?
No, I am without wit.
Awesome.
Oh,
All right.
Well,
All right.
we can even orcs point it.
oh, wait.
Hmm?
I don't know. Does Nokio have any sort of like extrasensory things, like, because you perceive the world, like you don't have like
I don't have like eyes.
biologic, you don't have like eyes and
Yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah.
Lalia says to Ark and Gretches, go ahead and get the boat ready. I got it. And we'll send the two of you away because you have biological senses. And
I do have ghost division.
Oh, so you might actually.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it would relate, but kind of fun. And I'm going to. Lolly is going to do kind of like a little kind of like roll her shoulders a little bit, and then her wings kind of like snap out really quick, and I'm gonna use scatter scale, which refracts light and distorts perception. My own senses are unaffected, and if Nokio isn't using the same type of light-based perception, Nokio will be fine, but I can dust us with scatter scale to make this.
Oh yeah.
It's like a puff of like iridescent, like dust, essentially, that kind of settles around.
Okay. I think this is genius. So this would actually give you what is called an impact. So why don't you go ahead and why don't you roll an additional die for this?
Okay. Told you I'm built to not fight. I'm built to do the opposite of fighting. Okay. That's a 5. It's not a
Okay.
perfect.
Okay. A 5 is a success.
5 and a 1. The 1 scared me really bad.
A 5 is a success with consequences. So, as you as you head over, you know, it is, they definitely don't see, you know, what they want to see, but you see that there is a squad with wearing like bright yellow that is heading past you guys, and they pass you heading towards the apartment, and they have guns readied and drawn, ready to go. And as you get a little bit closer and closer, Nokio, you feel this woman tensing up. Like you can feel it. She's just like, her breaths have become sharp and slow.
I think as I feel this, the I guess the only way to describe it is a hum. I hum almost a lullaby. It seems like it's an old tune that I occasionally hum to myself when I'm working on the ship. But I think without saying a word, I just start to hum that. Just to be as calming of a presence as a hunk of junk can be as we get closer to the ship. I just say every so often, it's gonna be okay.
You feel her right hand on your, like, what would be considered to be a chest, and you feel her thumb moving in the speed of a heartbeat.
Interesting. Yeah, I was gonna say I'd do the same with my hand, but I don't think pieces of scrap metal bang you would be very comforting, so I won't do that. But I will allow them to continue.
Well, what I would say is it feels like something they are uncontrollably doing. Like it is like they, if you were to guess, they are probably hearing this in their ears, and their hand is just kind of mimicking the sound that it's hearing.
Yeah.
You get to the ship. You are at the docks. What would you all like to do? You're just standing there. Are you going to go under your boat, or are you going to go onto the boat?
If Ark and Gretches have anything they want to do, I did send them ahead. So if they had any thoughts about something to do with the boat first.
I am going to be going under to check in and at least declare intentions.
You, Gretches, what about you?
I think I'm looking around to see how busy the dock is right now.
It's very clear that people have shuttered inside.
Oh, right. Okay. Then I will go underneath as well.
The two of you climb down the edge of the dock and shimmy down the tree branches. And as soon as you get like a good space underneath the trees, you can see red and white streaks of fur, familiar fur, coiled up and laying underneath your boat.
Hello, it's Ark.
It lifts its head up, and you can see like the tail begin to move back and forth as it stays in place, knowing that it can't move very much at the moment, like without making people aware. And it wags, but you get this wave. The two of you get this wave of just happiness that hits your psyche from this creature.
It's so good to see you.
It leans into your hand and like moves its shoulder, and like as you start to scratch different parts of this, I would say it's currently from tail to nose 13 feet.
Oh. It's so small.
It's smaller than I thought it was. That's adorable.
Yeah, it's little.
At all sizes, they will be adorable forever. We have a new friend for you.
It tilts its head sideways.
Like how Gretches was new. And now Gretches' friend.
It licks Gretches like full like
Oh, nice. Mm. It's a
Yes.
very Aliza reaction as well. Oh, how nice. Gretches will pat its paw, like put her hand on its paw and kind of start petting the paw, like hello.
It looks back at you, Ark, and just kind of tilts its head to the side and is just wagging its tail, waiting for anything to happen.
I imagine that might be
Yep.
when those rock up.
The three of you make it to the boat. And as they arrive, you all get this weird feeling, a pulse of energy coming from your fox goes through you, and you all of a sudden feel very uneasy, unsure, and almost frightened.
Pet the paw. You okay?
It sniffs upwards and gives a little
Lalia like basically dive bombs down through the scatter of leaves, and will like grab onto a branch and kind of be like hanging off of it. Did you tell baby?
Yes, a little uncertain, but
I can feel. Hi baby. Do you think it seems maybe not. I don't want to scare you, but we want to know if you can help.
It like pushes Ark a little bit, like, okay, like you get the feeling of like, yes.
Okay, Nokio.
very brave. You're very good.
And
think-
Lolia will leap down to the same level everybody is on.
I think on deck, Nokia has, what was her name again?
You
Sasha.
have not. Yeah, I was
Oh,
to say.
well, I guess we didn't. Gretches heard the name.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot.
Exactly. Yeah. If I don't know the name, that's fine. I'll just say. So, promise not to tell anyone, but we have a friend beneath the boat. Probably you were attracted to.
She kind of pushes herself off of you, like to try to stand by herself. Do you allow?
I'll hold on and I'll say, is this you or is this the bone?
Both? I can feel it. I feel like I am a part of it.
I will hold on to you. I don't know how experienced you are going beneath the Wildsea.
And she goes, just let me on to the boat. I do not need to be underneath it. I can hear it from here.
I'll set them down.
And as soon as you set her down, she gets onto her hands and knees and just flat palms onto the deck and just stares at the wood as if she was seeing through it.
I'll say out. She has no need to go beneath the canopy, apparently. Is anything happening down there?
What's the vibes?
Yeah.
It's looking up and it's and like looking around, confused, just. But you can tell that it's sensing something is there.
We have contact.
It's like introducing two pets underneath a closed door. At the, like you
Yeah.
have the old cat and the new baby cat in the bathroom, and then you have the old.
Yep. Yep.
She keeps her hands there, and her hands start to kind of scrunch, and she goes, I have to go.
Go back home.
I know now. I understand.
And what will be your fate if you return home?
My fate is... My fate and my existence are two different things. I think you know exactly what my fate is, but I won't be alone. I get it now. I get why now. And she stands up and starts to walk off of the ship.
Like off the ship?
Not
Off the
like yeah,
Okay,
onto
cool.
the, not
I was
like
wondering.
off the edge. No, sorry.
I will follow.
She gets onto the dock and she starts walking back towards her place, and she stops and she turns. She goes, I don't think you want to be here for this.
I cannot say that I understand the revelation you came to. I'm glad that you won't be alone, but until then, at the very least, let me keep you company.
You don't understand. It's already with me. I am meant for a bigger thing. And while this may be our last time we see each other, and she smiles and like a single tear runs down her cheek. She goes, one of your team I will see again.
Mm.
She reaches down to like the extremity that is your hand, and she takes both of her hands to wrap yours, and she goes, this has been very kind of you, all of you. Something you must learn is that you can't save us all. And she puts her hand on your chest again, and she thumps a heartbeat. Remember that. And she lets go, and she starts to walk away. Ark, Gretchus, and Lilia, the fox gets up and circles the three of you, and then pushing you guys closer together, and then it lays down.
Oh.
So that you are like in its circle.
Aww. I face planted into baby fur. Baby pets.
It's about time for a nap.
What are the vibes?
The three of you that you are all three of you laying up against it.
Yeah. That's what baby asked for.
The three of you listen to it breathe, slow and steady. The other thing that you hear is that you hear both of its hearts. quick, fast, exaggerated thumps. It is relaxed. It is calm, but its heart's moving quickly. You can tell that it is sad. But it does not do anything other than lay there. And on that very sad, somber moment, I'm going to allow you all to sit with that for a moment as we take our break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. I love you all. Be good to yourselves. We'll be right back. With this, Nokio, this sound, this dum 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 dum, just continues to ring in your ear, and you hear it over and over again. It's right there in the back of your mind. I need you to take a whisper for me, please.
Okay.
And the whisper is thump thump.
Thump. Okay.
In this game, whispers are the equivalent.
Oh, I think you just muted yourself.
I did.
Okay.
Whispers in this game are the equivalent of magical spells. A sentence, a word, a phrase that gets into the back of your head over and over and over again and is there until you speak it, until you say it. And that action happens.
I think I just kind of stand on the dock, even long after she's out of sight. I stand there. Think there's even though it's not very sensical, even though I'm not in the room with her, I feel at the very least I can look in the direction to be even adjacent to what one would consider company or witness.
The three under the ship, you hear the beating of the wolf's heart, or the fox's heart. It's breathing, and then it quickly just shudders, and it whimpers. Track you, Nokio, at that moment, you're on top. You know exactly what happened. The echoes of a single gunfire echoes through the air.
I think then and only then, now that I have witnessed it as much as she needed me to, she wanted me to, I will turn back and I'm back onto the ship.
You hear the heavy footsteps of Nokio getting back on the ship. From underneath, you know that he is there.
I will yell out, "She's gone back home." She says she's not alone. So I hope that brought her comfort.
That was a short meeting.
Well, it will disentangle from Furry Beanbag. And we'll kind of hop skip on one little foot. And then is gonna climb back up to the ship.
I assume everyone will slowly make their way up there one at a time, or is Ark staying down there a little bit longer?
I will go go back up there within the scope of narrative convenience.
No, this is not a you could easily stay there.
Yeah, but I should probably talk to the humanoids too.
You climb up. All of you are there.
Did talking to baby help? I couldn't tell.
I think it's helped her realize something. Something she needed.
Mm.
Beyond that, they have their protocol for people with work bone here.
Mhm.
And she accepted it with grace.
Well, as long as meeting baby was better than not meeting baby. And I'm
I
happy.
think it was a good idea. Good thinking, Lolia.
I'm glad. Were we able to find where the metal goes?
Yes. They took it rather well when Ark and I explained how we came across it. They are happy to take the metal off of us whenever we're ready. There will be some negotiation needed from what his son told us. Speaking of, and I'll reach into my chest and pull out the letter. Quick, just a reminder: is it Carsis? Is the person
Barrick?
where?
No.
Barrick is the person
Barrick.
who's getting the letter, but Carsis is the one, the head of the family.
yeah.
Yes, Carthus is the father. Yeah.
Carthus, that's okay. Carthus is the person we are delivering this to, and their son asked if we could deliver this to someone named Barrick in the
Is it
next town over.
Is it sealed?
I imagine so. It's sealed, right? The letter.
I want to snoop.
I'll look to Lolia and just shake my head. No snooping.
Well,
Do we
why
know-
not?
Well,
They don't let me open letters that are sealed, but if it's unrollable, I'm allowed to take a peek, but this one is sealed, so I can't look at
Does it? Well, can I take it and hold it up to whatever light is nearby?
Sure.
it.
Well, I'm really asking whoever has it, which I think.
I won't stop you from
Isn't
taking
it-
it.
Okay, I'll take it from Nokio, and
You
Yeah.
can hold it up to the sun and try to look through it.
Mhm.
It looks like handwritten cursive. But it is
Yeah.
a page folded on top of each
Yeah,
other, so it's
that's what I was gonna ask.
it's gonna be a nightmare to try to read.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, that's not gonna. That's beyond my skills.
But I will say it's got a seal. Like the enclosure of it is got a wax seal, and on the front it has the words in lower sour that says invitation.
Oh, okay. It's an invitation. Okay.
Yes, it's an invitation to the celebration that they
that's
are having
boring.
right now.
Yeah.
I don't care about opening it anymore. How do we find them?
Yeah. Barrick?
Yes, I do not know. According to Carthus' son, if we ask around, Barrick is a very recognizable name, and I assume person in town.
I think they said the town over. Was that the part of the narration?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct.
We
Which-
have the chart that got us from there to here. I suspect that will encompass the next town over.
Yeah, I mean,
Ark probably should say that out loud before they wander off, but the thought's there.
Is this is this like a set of islands, or is this like a landmass and there's going to be a town like walkably for us?
it is land masses that are connected together with bridges and like small ferries. Like you would not get in your boat go to another dock and go there. Like this is you are here. You want to stay there.
Sick. We don't want to lose our parking spot. And baby's taking a nap, so.
Arthas's son said that if we are able to deliver this, he will get us in his father's good books. From what I understand, he used a phrase which I hope is a turn of phrase. But if we try to negotiate with Karthus now, it will have us in thumbtacks. I'm not entirely sure what that means.
He helps us? He'll help us if we deliver it?
Yes.
That sounds like a good deal.
I will say I have no clue how to get to the other town. I realize I did not ask that.
Scrambling in packs, tiny little pouches, pulls out the folded chart, and we'll start to unfold it and we'll shake it out, and we'll see if we can find anything marked.
Yeah, the Rittling family, which is the family or the group that controls the next territory over, is easily traversable from where you guys are, and you can head there immediately.
Oh, easy peasy. Look at that. We're here. I'm going to go right there.
Seems close.
Some screws. It was some screws. Sorry.
Some
I get
screws?
screws and tacks mixed up.
Some screws or thumb screws?
Thumb screws. Again,
Thumb
I don't know what that means, but apparently if we deliver this letter, Karthus' son will help make sure that doesn't happen.
It's something we don't want.
Yes.
Okay, then.
I think it's maybe creative writing description. Conversationally, thumb screws. But who knows? Maybe they will have real thumb screws. Should we go?
I'll look at my hands. Which of these count as thumb? Maybe
they'll let you choose. Maybe they'll let you choose.
I'll think on it.
This conversation, unless otherwise, happens as you are walking over.
Yeah.
The hand-built homes that you have been passing, the proud craftsmanship of the people of this area, transitions very quickly over into what you would more call something similar to what a lot of neighborhoods now have, which is like sterile model homes that look fairly similar to each other. But the homes themselves look similar or flat, uninteresting. But you notice that there are these like clear boxes in the front of every house or every couple of houses. And in these boxes from this distance, you can't quite tell what there are, but there seems to be different objects and things inside these boxes.
Those offerings or something?
We can ask if we see anybody around.
As you get closer, the town is bustling, and you see people walking around, all of them wearing some sort of pre-verdant piece of material on them, whether it be what looks to be like a bus ticket just flaring at the top of their hat like a pigeon, or a piece of pre-verdant clothing like a pair of pants being used as a sleeve, CDs very commonly placed on their chests as pieces of jewelry. You see them wearing beaded bracelets that say things that do not make sense anymore on them. These clear boxes, as you get closer to them, I won't use the word horrific, but you as a player can choose how you feel about this. They are clear coffins. And inside of those coffins, you see the bodies and all of their personal shiny belongings out in front of their home, showing their pride of what they had found, what they had earned in their lifetime. A lot of people say you can't be buried with it. Well, in this situation, you can be.
Anything on the Ghost Division?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So my Ghost Division is everyone's Ghost Division.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yes, I have Ghost Sight to see it, but I also have Resonant Tether. Spirits in Spectral Realm become more visible and tangible to the entire crew in my presence.
That's cool. Okay. I love
Okay.
that.
This looks like a ghost party. Like Oingo Boingo playing in the background is a dead man's party. Anyways, all of the spirits that you can see and you experience are literally just like as soon as they notice that you can see them, they're trying to get you to go look at their coffin and trying to like look at this, like look at what I collected. They're being prideful. They're showing you exactly all of the many shiny things that they collected in their lifetime. They're all very proud and happy about this.
I think in that case, especially with the essential positive confirmation from the ghosts themselves, I think this is a beautiful thing. I think it's a fascinating tradition for people. So I don't think I find it unsettling or spooky. If Nokia could smile, they would be, as they, I think, humor these spirits by going over to the coffins and looking and pointing out the things that they find particularly interesting or cool from the previous era that they have.
Lalia is doing literally exactly the same thing. I love shiny.
Okay, I want Lolia and Nokia to tell me one strange pre-verdant item that you see.
Oh. A fun thing. Oh, I know. I think one of the spirits kind of usher Nokia over to point out their kind of collection of pre-verdant objects. And I think the thing that Nokia latches onto and is like really interested and fascinated by is this person in life had found, those. I'm obsessed with them because I never got them as a kid. Those in the early 2000s, every toy store had like a robot dog toy.
The robot
of some
dog, yes.
kind. Yeah. I'm obsessed with it. I'm gonna incorporate it in everything I can because I wish I had it when I was a kid. I think they have like a kind of rusted, probably like missing a leg, robot dog toy, kind of just sat in the coffin with them.
Every once in a while, you see it's like mouth just like.
Yeah.
This idea comes with a story from Caitlin's childhood, which is that anytime a piece of electronics broke or didn't work anymore at our house, like we had like a microwave got busted and didn't work, or a DVD player that just stopped working or was broken, my dad would sit with us and let us take it apart so we could look at everything on the inside. And so we were obsessed with like motherboard style like pieces, because it looked like you're in the sky looking at like little
city.
towns and stuff, and like a city. Yeah. And so I think somebody has a collection of those. We like pulled those out of things that they found. I think there's just like a huge like display of like all of these like stacks of motherboard pieces.
Yeah, all of you see all of this cool stuff. You see people like eyeing you to see if you have any like cool knickknacks or things that you have on you that they might want to trade or barter with. Think of these if any fellow Southern California person or Floridian, think of these as pin traders at Disneyland, right? Like they are like eyeing what you are wearing to see if there's something better that they could trade you for, I will say, Lolia, either on the ship or on your person, you do have An
On my
AOL.
person.
You do have an AOL CD.
I do. I like it, so I'm holding on to it.
Keep it. Do what you want.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like you're seeing this, you're experiencing this. You know that you're here to look for someone, but where would you like to start?
Can we talk to the ghosts? Can they understand us and stuff?
They can give you unless the thing says something differently. Sam, you get emotions and feelings, and you unless it specifically says words.
If we could see them, could they point? Maybe.
Yeah, no, I can get you visible and tangible. That's what I've got for you.
Mm-hmm.
Or like more visible and tangible. So
like if we ask them yes or no questions and ask for direction, is that like a conversation we could have with them? Like head nod and
There's also
pointing.
living people around.
Yeah, but like we're hanging out with a ghost right now.
I'm just making you aware, just making sure that you're aware that you have
when in ghost Rome, I suppose.
So you head over to one of the spirits showing off their tomb, their grave, and what do you say?
I like your sparklies. Do you know somebody named Barrick?
You feel pride and you feel warmth from them when you say I like your shinies, and when you say Barrick, you that feeling goes completely away.
Awesome! Oh, that makes
Oh,
Lalia
no.
excited for who we're about to meet. You don't like them?
They kind of they put their hands up and kind of like,
I won't tell. Who am I going to tell? I'm not from here.
and they just kind of move their hand, gesturing to kind of like in a general direction for you to head down.
Thank you. And thank you for showing me your shinies. I like the red ones the best. Good job. And it's going to skip off.
That pride comes back really
Yes,
quickly.
that's yeah.
They point you towards the local docks in this area.
I have a lead.
Lead
We can
the
ask some
way.
living people. We can ask some living people stuff later.
That was an accidental pun.
I liked it.
You head towards the docks, and as you get there, you can see that there is one ship at the docks, and it is scrap pieces like of just random bits and bobs and things and objects. Like this thing is literally made out of junk.
Yes.
On the sides, you see two large cannons that literally can only fire junk from them. And you see a few people literally mopping pieces of scrap metal and wood on the deck.
Is this the direction our ghost friend pointed us in?
We might have to
Yeah.
ask more questions, but
Does the ship have a name on the side or anything? Is that too much to ask?
The name on the back of the ship looks like it's like three different names nailed together, and so it says the Korea. It's just a made up word, like it's just not a real word. But
Korea.
Korea.
The Korea. All right. Maybe that's Barrick's ship.
Let's ask.
Let's go.
Hello. And I'll yell out to the people on the ship.
You can see that the ship is full of Ketra, which are these multicolored individuals that have large flowing tentacles as their hair. They have a very clear mouth, but their eyes look like ink patterns that will like change based off of their emotions. And one of them like looks over the ship and this is I assume you said this in low sour, right?
Yeah. Let's yeah.
He responds, You looking to travel across the trees? What you need safe passage?
No, I'm fine. My friends and I have a wonderful ship, as is.
He turn before he continue. He turns and he whistles, and like 3 more of them come to the edge of the ship, and they go, "You know, you'd be a great addition to the boat."
I appreciate the invitation, but I'm very happy with my crew and my ship right now.
Well, the offer still stands.
Thank you.
So then, what do you want?
Oh, yes. We are looking for someone known as Barrick.
And they like quickly look back and forth at each other. What do you want with them?
I'll kind of hold up the letter. We were tasked with delivering a letter to this Barrick.
He looks up and he gives a loud whistle, like one of the ones where you like put your fingers in your mouth and you like blow. I can't do those. Yeah, and another Ketra pops their head out from the bird's nest, and they grab a rope and they jump off, holding it. They are wearing what looks to be like a large leather bound jacket with like scrolls like along the edge of it. It's unbuttoned and it's opened up to their up to their chest, which is got bindings tightly wrapped around their chest. As they slide down, they tug at their pants that are a little too big, and they go, "I didn't realize we had mail delivery here."
I think Carthus's son just took advantage of the help around. We were delivering something else at the time.
The 3 that were talking to you, when you say that, they turn to Barrick and go, "Ooh." And they look over at the 3 of them and go, "If I see any more rust on this boat by the end of this conversation, you're all 3 going overboard." And they all start laughing and just kind of break apart and start going back in. They walk up to the edge of the ship and go, "All right," and jump, like literally it's up high, maybe like 8 or 9 feet. They go to the edge and jump off and land next to you, and hold their hand out for the letter.
Here you go. I believe it's an invitation.
Oh, what gave it away? Was it the word invitation on it?
Yes, it was actually.
They unseal it, pull out the letter and unfold it, and when it unfolds, you can see a little bit of gold glitter slide off and land on the floor. And they look at you, and then they look at the letter.
You dropped that.
They look back at the letter, and just like you can see the ink patterns on their face just kind of swirl and move. And they close the letter, put the letter back in there, and hand it back to you.
Oh, is it normal for the messenger to receive the same message back? Do you not want to keep this?
No, I have a message back that you can give.
Oh, okay. We're heading back there anyway. I'd be happy to pass on the message.
Responde s'il vous plaît.
They say, if he wants me there that bad, he should come get me himself.
This will make you agree?
Yeah, I'll come.
If I'm remembering correctly, part of the like delivery was to also convince this person to come.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Well, from what I understand, he's been very busy and is finding it hard to find time to come out here. would you not consider coming anyway? And I hold the invitation back out to them.
They lean back on the ship and cross their arms, not taking the letter, and say, well, he's got a lot of fancy words, but I'm not that kind of person. I like action.
Mhm.
What more
see.
action could there be than sending an entire ship of people to come and escort you there?
Oh, you're my escorts now. Is that how it is?
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
How's this? If one of you can beat me in an arm wrestling contest, I'll let you escort me there.
Tiny little bug arms pushing on
Yeah.
on
Pointing to that one, the 7
Yeah.
foot tall one.
little
If
pats.
it, they look at you and go, if it's you and you fail, you come work on my boat.
Mm.
I'll only take you for one mission. Be there and back.
Mm.
This is so many tasks. I feel like this is too many tasks in a row.
This is quite a lot of tasks, and
That's if you
more
lose.
on the
You're
table.
implying that you lose.
Well, I thought that if you lose, then you don't come. That was what you
Right.
said, and then you added a new
Mm-hmm.
New ta-
another task.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying I'll come if you win, and if you lose, you come with me.
And you also come to the party.
Sure. I'll come either way. But if you lose, big guy right here, and they pat your side, comes with
Can we
us.
come too?
Oh,
Can we come too?
Sure. You ain't getting paid, but sure.
Is our friend getting paid?
No, none of you are getting paid.
So
So
this is hypothetical because we won't lose.
Right. That's a good point.
deal?
Okay. Up
I
to you.
suppose I will do my best.
All right. This is going to be an iron and brace roll.
Which I have nothing in.
No, really?
Yeah, I don't have anything
Do you
in
want to
either of
nominate a
those.
champion?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can nominate a
Can we,
champion.
support you somehow?
I'm committing. I think Nokia. Everyone was like, Nokia can do this, and Nokia's like, okay, I'm not gonna let everyone down. I want to spend an Orcs point.
Yeah,
I will-
Yes.
I,
Do you
I
want to
will,
spend a couple?
I will also say break works as well.
I don't have. I am not built for anything physical other than fixing and finding things to fix.
I have iron teeth and tides. Can I support?
Could I pitch Tide here as I use
Exploration,
I don't have
learning, and
muscle.
lore.
It's the strangeness, isn't it? The strangeness of the wild seas.
It's literally exploration, learning, and lore. Like it is. Those are the 3 tags that they give for that edge for tides.
I mean, okay.
I wonder if you can you use anything with brass, because you have brass tongue also, and that's
Yeah, the
information about like
language.
traders and it
I-
gives
I
you
will- I'm gonna
garnering
do it.
respect.
I want to do
Yeah.
it, and I want to spend 2 Orcs points here.
All
to
right.
use 2 dice.
Sam, can you please roll that for us?
Yes. 4 and 2.
4 and 2. All right.
While people are preparing, very briefly, is Lolia very badly stage whispers, "The letter is open now, and it was given back to us, and I would like to read it now."
Do it.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
I
to
need to.
Nokio, like to who has it very much within earshot of.
Yeah.
So the first one's going to be biblioteca, bibliotech, and it was a 2. Is that right? Is that what you
Correct.
said? And that one's going to be Kai.
Hey,
Hi, Kai.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
You are allowing Nokio to somehow use the weight of the metals and ship parts that they have been built apart to use this. So you get 2 d6s. Roll it.
Oh, when Lolia mentions that it has been opened now, I'll just go, I suppose that is our agreement. And I'll hand the letter over to Lolia for her
With
to
Precious
read.
over my shoulder, we're gonna I'm gonna read the letter.
And yeah, I'll get ready. I'll kind of like, you see me like get ready for an arm wrestle, and then like move like the sharp bits of debris that make my fingers away, and then grab different parts of the debris that seem a bit smoother to replace that.
Building your hand, customizing it. That's awesome.
Oh, you should play dirty. Dang.
Yeah, that's
You're
what I
being
was
so
thinking.
nice.
Leave some little spikes in there.
Nokio
You
never
become the
wanna
thumb
have
screw. You're the thumb
I
screw
am the
now.
thumb screw. My thumb is the screw.
There you go.
It was
Okay,
inside screw all along.
All right.
oh, how yeah, 6 and a
Roll-
5.
Oh,
Hey.
heavy buddy. Let's go.
You
Hell yeah.
take the hand and tap it over pretty easily.
I think you see the hand move about the rest of the arm moving. It's a hand, all of it of him just kind of floats in
Yeah.
place. They're not like physically connected. So the hand just kind of keeps moving downwards, but the rest of the arm just kind of stays in place. And he just goes, am I doing this right? As I'm slowly pushing their hand
the whole
out.
thing.
The whole thing. Oh,
Give
and
him
there's
the
like a
chair.
lag as
Give
I
him-
meet
Yeah,
the
yeah,
rest
yeah,
of my
yeah.
hand meets the arm.
Yeah.
Nokio, if you were to have guessed, they are letting you win. If you were to guess, they are pushing back, but they are at best keeping at a single spot and then letting you give a little bit and then
Do
holding
I
it.
see the other crew members watching?
No, they got in trouble. They're mopping.
Interesting. Okay. Okay.
Token protest is what I mean.
Yeah. I push their hand down to meet whatever surface of arm wrestling on. I will look to Beric. Well, that was my first ever arm wrestle, but were you trying?
They stand up and they tap their chest and their other hand taps, like hits your shoulder and says, all right, you won fair and square. I guess it's time for us to head over. All right, boys, you get a little bit of reprieve for the night. I'll be back tomorrow if you're lucky. And they go, well, you gonna lead the way or what?
Was there anything juicy in the letter that we could use to give more context to this relationship, or was it a generic copy paste? We are invited RSVP here.
All thoughts, all passions, all delights, whatever stirs this mortal frame, all are but misery of love, and feed this sacred flame. Oft it my waking dreams do I live o'er again the happy hour, when midway on the mount I lay beside the ruined tower. It is, if you would like to read, it is the poem Love by Samuel Taylor Coleridge. I will post the whole poem in our Discord. It is a long one. But yeah, it is literally a love poem, and then at the very, very bottom is just come and like are you coming, like a check mark? Oh my god, Caitlin, cheese and rice.
Yeah, you can't ask them to.
That got
You
me
have to be on
really
the
good.
other
Sorry.
one first.
I'm playing a child. I've embodied. I've embodied the 12-year-old.
Maybe Barrick was right. She needs some action, not just words to do all of that.
I'm playing a little kid. The 12-year-old got me. It's fine. Okay. Continue. Sorry. I'm muting myself. It's fine.
It is yes, it is a poem. And at the bottom there's a check mark, very similar to "Do you like me? Yes or no." Will you come? Yes or no is the check marks on the bottom. And so yeah, they tap your shoulder and do not answer your question when you ask if they were trying or not.
I have another question, more just for I don't think Nokia would ask, but is this a situation where like his Cartus's son came up with this poem and just like in our world obviously existed already, but in this world he wrote this from scratch? Or is he reciting a poem that he read like exists by another author?
I would say that this is a poem that is pre-verdant a poem, and so which has more of a meaning since
yeah, pre-verdant. Okay. Interesting. Okay, that's cool. Yes, let's head back, I suppose. I do have a question.
Yep.
I don't know how many of these type of celebrations you've been to, but is there a dress code?
And they look at you and just start laughing. They go, "Well, I sure as hell hope not, because if there is, I ain't making it in."
Okay. I'll turn to the rest of the group and give a thumbs up with where the bolt type uses my thumb right now.
You all
coded.
You all head back. The entire time they're cracking jokes, or at least attempting to. There, you can tell one of those people who, while in a group, doesn't like silence, and so they're very much like, "So you got your own ship, right?" Just like trying to make conversation happen no matter what.
Lalia fully engages.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Any question you ask, anything you want to talk about, Lalia will engage entirely.
As you all finally kind of like make it back to the large like main house that has that Ark and Nokia had already been to, they kind of give like a little soft little dunk 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 and go, "Well, now's the time. Y'all ready to make an entrance?"
Of course.
You can hear music playing from inside. You can hear that there is a small, like the inside is not where the main party is, but you can hear that there's a band there and that there's like an outside area, like in the back where most of everyone is. And Beric opens the door and just kind of stretches, shows off their like guns, like their leather jacket is like ripped at the arms. So when they come in, they do like a little stretch, and you can see their muscles just kind of like bulge as they walk in and go, "So I heard that this was a party," and a bunch of people kind of like turn and they're like, "Oh," like they're like a little not like, "Oh, you're not allowed," but more like a, "Oh,
it's you."
Yeah. Karthus walks up to the group of you and goes, "Oh, hello," and like reaches out for Beric for a handshake. And Beric looks, pauses for a moment and gives the shake back. And they take arm in arm. They go, "I'm glad that he got enough nerve to ask you to join, or did you come on your own volition?" And they go, "He asked with a poem." And he looks and he can see, he smiles and goes, "It's hard to beat someone that's, strong as an ox, can take an ox down, and cares about someone enough to write a poem." And they nod. They go, "He's in the back. Go have some fun." and he like taps their shoulder as they walk past and looks at the group of you. It seems like you three, well, I know two of you, but I assume these are your companions.
Yes.
Yes.
I've heard word that you have all had a very busy day.
Mm-hmm.
Occupational hazard living here, sadly, but a form of happiness is sometimes a form of grieving. We're here to have a good time. Enjoy yourself as you can. And hell, have a drink on me, all right? And he like nods his head back for you guys to come in.
Is
As
this the
we-
space that's like you could see through the canopy?
It's nighttime now, so like it would it's dark and
Like
most
we know sky there. Sky is
not,
still there?
not like again, you could see beams of light during the day because
Okay.
at night it's less so, and especially since it's fighting against the glowing insects that are on sticks used as torches basically in the building. But again, there is the majority of the party is in the backyard, which is outside.
I am going to go examine that place outside. There. Outside.
Ark, you run through you speedily walk through the crowd and make it to the back. And when you get there, you can see that there's a large table there's a large like platform with a table on top of it. And you can see that there's clearly a spot for Karthus, his son, Redrick, which I don't think any of us ever said. He is sitting there and he is like smiling ear to ear as he sees Barrick there nonchalantly grabbing food, like very clearly not looking at Barrick.
Hello.
Are you speaking to Barrick or are you speaking to Roderick?
I am speaking just a little over both their shoulders. I don't like.
They're
On
like
my best day. Okay, they're like that far away.
Yeah. Like so. Roderick is
Then
at
perfect. Not looking at either, looking like perpendicular and saying hello into the nothing.
Yeah, there's tons of people around. They're all enjoying like the scent of food is like in the air. It's flavored with different flowers and greenery that has been collected, all of it seared to some sort of perfection. How it's done by this slug, don't ask me. What's the other three of you doing?
I think Lolia like doesn't know what to do and is so just like is like orbiting Nokio. So whatever Nokio is doing.
I think Nokio can't. I feel like Nokio can drink, but most of it will end up on the floor. So if anything, I think he's like nursing a drink, and even then, it's kind of weird because he like has to lift his bell head and essentially pour it down his torso. But I think he's like nursing this drink, he's made his way to I keep saying Karthus. He makes his way to Karthus. So I suppose Lolia would be joining him. He wants to talk I suppose business with Karthus.
He goes, "Oh, you come to me on the day of my son's celebration to talk business?"
Yes.
All right,
Wait.
sounds good.
The way you said that sounded familiar.
He goes, it's not a big deal. Have you and your crew decided what you want to trade for?
Well, it seems the majority of my crew are enjoying themselves with food. I think, and I have to look to Lolia, I think what we need most is any scrap salvage and, more importantly, food.
Food.
Meats, vegetables, fruits. Those would be ideal.
Things that can survive a long journey too.
Yes.
Okay. I can do that. I know that you didn't bring the metals and ore here directly. But with that ship gone, this was a quite regular shipment that would come to us. Do you think you and your crew have enough into you to figure out where this is? Not necessarily to become our new trade, but at least to allow us to have communication directly with them?
I don't think we can promise consistent connection if you have a message to pass along.
I
We
just
can.
need to know where it's coming from so that we can go and make our own travel. You have to understand the ship that was doing this before was purposely keeping themselves in the middle, not letting us know where it was coming from. But they were consistent in bringing it to us. So we accepted it. Now, with them gone, you have to understand that if we don't know where they came from, this is our last shipment. So that's what I'm asking for, is a location.
Did we see anything in the journal or the
when you were in the journal, you know that whenever a location or a reference to this ore was referenced, that cliff note with a leaf was used instead.
Okay. Lolia, are we at is this like a completely open area? Or are there like tables? Are we at like a table?
I mean, he was like schmoozing, so it's there are tables around. There's like, I wouldn't say like dance floor style, but like you have enough room to spread out if you need to, or like if you're trying to keep quiet.
No, it's okay. So Lolia pulls out her chart and is going to unfold it just to the area that we saw that boat in. She goes, okay, so it was here with the bears. It was facing the direction. She's going to say the direction it was facing. And based off of the food that would have been left over before the bears ate it all, like the number of like crates and barrels and stuff that were still stored as opposed to like where they put the empty stuff, how long of a journey could I assume they may have taken? How far, if we think they were maybe headed in a straight line. I grew up on ships. This is like the entire thing. This is Lolia's whole life has been on boats and servicing boats and doing diving for wrecks and stuff. So this is something she is intimately familiar with.
This is going to be a tides wave walk roll.
I have both of those.
I would like to help with wave walk because I have 2 in that.
Oh, so Caitlin,
I would take.
How many?
One wave walk.
Okay, so Drac, you would roll 2. Caitlin, you would roll 1. So you're that's how you're assisting with each other. And then
Sam had a hand up.
No, I just said 2.
And then, of course, always feel free to use Nox Point, especially if it's a piece of information that's very important to you.
Okay, so I have lurid cartography. This is a trait. I can use charts to find shipwrecks, disasters, as well as islands and oddities. Can I use my chart to assist this?
Yeah.
Okay. How does this add a die, or I actually don't know how these work. The aspects. It's one of my aspects.
You're going to get I believe the way it works is you're going to There is a way that it's supposed to work, and there's a way I want it to work, and I think I'm gonna do it the way I want it to work. So,
yeah.
it's not gonna add a dice. It's
Okay.
not gonna add a dice, but it is going to change the reward.
Ooh, okay, very cool. And I feel like because we're almost at the end of the session, I would like to use an ox point.
Okay, Sam, you're in charge. Roll it. That's also in my life. Sam's always in charge.
Correct.
True.
All right. I was trying to find the Discord chat, and I was like, "Oh, I'm already in it." It's just this very long poem that's there in the way. All right. What? Yeah. So go ahead and use that extra die, and this die is going from. You said a 3. That's coming from Lord Portico.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thanks, Lord.
Help me
Portico.
find this port, Lord Portico. Let's do it. Oh, I hope you rolled good.
I fully forgot I was rolling corners. I really zoned out. I rolled a 6 and a 5 again.
Thank God, I rolled 2 2s. 2 2s. So thank you for the assist.
So what I will give you is it will give you a distance that you can
Okay.
guess.
Yes.
But the problem is that even though you know the direction the boat was facing, it was drifting for a while.
Mhm.
So it may not be accurate. Yep.
Still get a radius.
You'd still got a radius. You have an estimated area of where an island or something could possibly be.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Lord Portico did just give 15 subs.
Lord Portico has gifted
Holy
like
crap.
20 subs tonight.
God.
More than that. I think we're pushing 30.
Yeah.
I like Lord Portico's just fucking thank you for allowing us to exist. Like it is.
Thank you.
Relatable. The violence from these individuals.
Yeah, so it will give you a radius. You could easily navigate out there. And in fact, what I'll also say is you will also know about how much food you'll need for just this trip and not necessarily in general. As you're having this conversation, Roderick comes up and sees like the 3 of you having a conversation and goes, so y'all aren't talking business, are you? This is supposed to be a celebration, not work.
Well, I will be honest. I'm not sure how to handle myself in such large celebrations with so many people. Work is a comfort for me.
Roderick goes, I get that. Hunting does that for me, you know, waiting quietly, allowing to be in my own head, thinking of those that we care about. Right, Dad? And he like pats his back and he goes, you know, this is a good group. You know, you should treat them nice. Make sure you take care of them on this deal. All right. No, not the same thing that you did with the last group. All right. And he turns and he looks at his son and he's like, look, that's a different story. All right. They deserved that. And Roderick just looks up back at his dad and just laughs. And he's like, sure, Dad, treat them well. I owe him a favor. Speaking of, I'm going to go trade that favor in for a dance. So I'll see y'all later. And he heads back outside. Ark, as you're kind of like hanging out, I imagine staring at the sky.
Yeah, it turns out just walking into the middle of a party and saying hello to no one absolutely doesn't work. I know I'm as shocked as you are. Oh, wait, no, I'm more shocked because I'm anyway, yes.
That's true.
Gretches, what are you doing, Gretches?
Yeah, Gretches has kind of wandered off, finding herself in a party. I think maybe it's one of the first times since she has been awake. And she's kind of like, this is weirdly familiar. I actually do want to walk around and see if anything, not on purpose, like this is
as my character, I'm walking around just trying to get my bearings. Does anything jog my memory of my past?
Mm.
Oh.
Mm. Ooh, I like this. As you're kind of looking around and just listening to the music and looking at people, you notice like a medallion on, like, pinned on to someone's shirt that is keeping like what looks to be like a cloak on them, and it's pinned the cloak together and onto them, and it looks really familiar. What does it look like?
A medallion. I think it looks like. Should I describe what it is in the real world?
Yeah, whatever's easiest for you.
Okay, I'll do both. It looks like a coin, but it has a square cut out of the middle and some strange writing. It's like a subway token from back when that was a thing, when they used subway tokens.
You see that subway token, and you have just a moment of like a very familiar sound of that coin being pushed into into the slot, and just that tink. And it kind of takes like everything grows silent around you as you think about that. And it pulls at you. There's something there. There's something that you're not quite sure what exactly it reminds you of. Maybe something you've experienced, maybe something you've seen, maybe. And at that moment, someone bumps into you and goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And like, "I didn't get any on you, did I?" And they look up and down. "Oh, so sorry. Maybe this is my last one for the night. Have a good time." And they walk past you. The person that had the coin as a medallion on them mixed into the party, and you're starting to wonder if they were really there or not. Is that just something that you saw, or just something that reminded you of something?
In the middle of this party with no one really paying attention to me, I don't think, I pull up one of my sleeves and I have a tattoo on my forearm. And I rub it, and I don't recognize what it is, but it's familiar.
The music slowly plays in the background. It starts soft and easy and moves quicker. The pace moves a little bit faster. You start to notice that the crowd themselves kind of get together and start to dance. Yeah, almost similar to a square dance, right? They all line up, but they swing with each other and move along the lines. They hoop and they holler, and they are enjoying themselves. And anyone that's outside sees at the end of the line, Barrick and Roderick spin together, and instead of passing their partner, they walk off together. And on a little bit of a happy note, we end tonight's episode.
In the background, as the credits start to roll, you hear Lalia go, "Nokia, Nokia, dance with me, dance with me." And they kind of like will make you, we've been chastised off of working. And so tiny, teeny, tiny little moth makes our big junk pile come dance with you.
They are lumbering, but they will try.
Neither of us know the steps to this dance. Lalia is fully making it up with you.
Oh, and they're calling it out. They're like calling the moves out, right? Like very similar to square dancing. And no.
Yeah, but who knows? Like, you have to know what that stuff means.
Exactly.
It's fun to watch, especially when they trip a little, because they're different than everyone else.
Well, I hope you all had a wonderful time tonight. I know I did. And I can't wait for you all to join us next week for another episode. Tonight was Friends and Family. And while it's not the best thing in the world, it is credits. So good night, y'all.
Great.